So this morning I'm going from embedded rider to following reporter. I'm going to follow along the race in the back of a motorcycle and try and capture some footage, give you a perspective of what it's like from a spectator's point of view and exactly what the riders are going through at different points in the race. I'll talk you through that so you really get a feel for what a full stage is like, and we'll give a camera to Sami as well and have him record some of the stuff that we might not be able to see on the bike. So we got 121 kilometers. Again, it's a long stage today, 2,500 meters of climbing, lots of heat. So it's going to be a hot day, but it should be a pretty fast day and some good hard climbing. So we'll see how it goes.
Stand by for the 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Godspeed, good luck. First shots of the beautiful people of the Africa having good riders.
Just to start here with the first big single track climb, a lot of people don't realize it's oftentimes more difficult in the middle of the race to do this type of thing because it gets so piled up. So these guys are losing precious time. This is going to cost them an extra half hour compared to the people who are in the first third of the race. So it's a lot tougher to be in the back in the saddle for 8 or 9 hours.
Listen, right? We're still doing okay, whatever this man says. We're still in. Day 6, 2 days to go, right? So we're fine.
How's the bum?
The bum's okay, yeah.
The bum's okay. Riders are coming through this first aid station in about an hour and 45 minutes. The second place guys are right behind them. You can tell they're bunched up in a pack. This is a lot better riding than in the middle of the pack because they've got free, clear riding and they can get together as a pack. The wind's really starting to pick up. It's not getting hot yet. We're supposed to get over 100 degrees. These guys you see them going by now are having a smooth, easy time. A lot of trail that they can have for themselves. Pick the best line, ride the smoothest area. So what you see now is we've just had 8 guys pretty well bunched together. Some of them quickly stopped at the aid station. Some of them took a little bit more time. Now we've got a climb right after the aid station, so if someone's going to make a move, they might make a move now. But the cool thing is, these guys are all by themselves, up in front. They can pick the best line. They can keep pedaling.
Go, Sami. Go get it. Bye.
The Eskimos have 12 words to describe different types of snow. I think there's at least 20 words to describe South African or Afrikaans. So one thing's for sure, in South Africa you can't get away from the dust and the dirt. So you've got to figure out a good way of preventing it from getting into your lungs and into your mouth. One of the things I started doing at Leadville a few years ago is just wearing a bandana. But since Buffs come out, this is one of the best things you can race in because you can pull it up easily while you're riding, even if you're going on a fast downhill, and you can prevent all that dust and dirt from getting into your face. They're really great to have because they also give some sun protection too. So if you look on some of these riders' faces, they don't have a buff or a bandana. They're just eating in all that dust and it's getting in their lungs. After 6 or 7 days, that really starts to take a toll on you. You can hear the guys hacking at night in the tent village. This section is absolutely the best part of day 6. It's a 10 to 15 mile stretch on the road through a pass on the tarmac. After 6 days of tough single track, really rocky area, you feel like you've been in a heavyweight boxing match every day, 6 to 8 hours in the saddle. No matter how much you like mountain biking, getting on this road for 10 or 15 miles is a huge relief. You can relax your whole upper body. Your lower back's killing you, your shoulders are killing you. It's sleeping in a tent at night, so you're not recovering as well. So a 10 or 15 mile reprieve like this, you get in a pace line like you just saw, you're going to save 20% of your energy. If you come out and you're not in a pace line, you're not with a group, sit up and wait for one or look ahead and charge off. But you always want to be with a group. I got out to film Sami today, who was the Flying Finn once again. Yeah, it was such a privilege for me to be able to watch him in action. What was today like? It seemed like a much different stage than the other ones.
Yeah, well, I think I mentioned this to you earlier, that if anyone ever figures out how to turn rocks into oil or gold in South Africa, this country is set for life. It was extremely rocky. However, there was a brief section of paved road climb, which as a triathlete I enjoyed enormously, and then last 20K was an amazing single track coming down. In fact, it was so amazing that I almost called my wife to double my life insurance premium, because I was so scared coming down, but it was fun. Almost 6.5 hours of hammering, so I finished strong, but like it's taking its toll, so I'm starting to feel like a puppy dog.
Yeah, it's starting to feel like, I used the analogy earlier about being in a heavyweight boxing match, and how nice it must have been to have a little reprieve on that road just to be able to kind of relax the upper body. How's the upper body compared to the lower body? Because I'm still feeling like an elephant saddle.
Yeah, well, you said
I don't smell like it anymore.
Heavyweight boxing match, but I have to say that pretty much all the riders look like extreme lightweight.
Yeah, featherweight.
Exactly, but no, it was nice to have that steady road and the paved road, and give the upper body a little bit of a relaxation and just keep riding with your hips and your legs.
So it is 11 hours after the start, and one of the former World Cup rugby players just finished 5 minutes ago. He was coming in.
Awesome.
Can you imagine being in the saddle for 11 hours?
Well, honestly, I think that no matter how slow you go, it is so technical and rocky that the time in itself actually makes it hard. So if you're spending 11 hours, even if it goes super slow, it's twice as hard as 5.5
hours. Yeah,
that's amazing. I don't know how those guys it's a different sport.
I think they're drinking beer on the course.
Oh, okay.
So
that
makes it okay, because they have special aid stations for the rugby players. So tomorrow we've got what should be, they call it a rest day, because it's a shorter day. And rest day here is 70 kilometers?
77 kilometers, 2,000 meters of climbing, so about 7,000 feet of climbing in 77 kilometers. And we're surrounded by beautiful mountains full of single tracks, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a rest day. But
by Cape Epic standards,
exactly.
It is. Right, yeah. So this is 2 more days to go. Everybody's kind of over the hump now and you feel good about everything. Equipment's good, body's good, and now it's just kind of a mental game to get through the last 2 days.
Yeah, well, I've tried to enjoy every moment, but it's kind of remarkable when I think of I usually ride my bike maybe 8 or 9 hours at most per week.
A week.
And now I've been riding for 35 hours just over the last 6 days. So, there's been plenty of time on the saddle. So I'm a little bit kind of already looking forward to the last day and then the final shower and then no bike for a couple of days.
And so what I want to know, and I'm sure everyone else wants to know, how many times did you pee today?
0 times on the saddle.
Yeah, okay.
So I always left my bike when I went to pee, but I'm not going to tell the exact number.
Okay. All right, well, so tomorrow we are going to go a short technical day by Cape Epic standards, and we'll get out on the course and get some more footage for day 7 here at 2015 Cape Epic. Live big.